All right, so this video we are going to talk about psychology when it comes to trading. Um, I'm going to cover different topics in here, talk about different things and how our mind works. And this is stuff that I've learned, by reading books and following other people on YouTube and try to you know use all that knowledge to implement in the trading. So I see that you know some people they have the levels, they have everything they need, everything is given to them. They know it's going to go down, they know it's going to go up, because they see it happen day by day. Um, you use data, you use your tools, you use whatever you use. You know that your strategy is working, um, and the strategy you follow, it's working, and you take a trade and you just get stop out or you chicken out and you get out of the trade, and then every single time the trade does what it's going to do, or not every single time, but 60-70% of the time it goes where you're planning for it to go, right? And I feel like that happens with every trader. um, there are some people in the group that follow the levels and they do really good, trade with no emotion, and there are some people that are doing good, but they want to do better. And they just don't hold their winners long enough and they get out pretty early. And then they're like, damn, I wish I would have held. There would have been a lot more money. Even though you're ending green, you're still leaving money on the table. So we're going to talk about all of that, right? So I would say 90% of the trading or 80% of the trading is psychology. Okay. The markets are made in a way where the algorithms, the high frequency trading, they know that they want to play with the human mind. They know that they want to, have your stops gets hit. They want to make sure like you don't make money, um, because think about it, like there are always smart traders. There's a smart trader right now, um, who doesn't want another smart trader to make money, and there's a smart trader and the other one doesn't want him to make money. So it's always like that. So those smart traders are fighting, and these big guys and these big institutions and these algorithms, and they are trading based on a plan. Okay, they know what they want to do, they know where they want to keep the price in, they know when to have a trend day. you know they're set up for all of that. Okay, they have all the data, they have everything. Okay, so algorithms trade with no emotion. Okay, because a computer, it doesn't have any emotion. So how do you try to follow that? How do you try to trade with no emotions? But yeah, like you're thinking like, like that's impossible because, as humans, we are filled with emotions, right? We have so many emotions, everything we do, we have an emotion attached to it. So how do we break out of the cycle and trade effectively? All right, first thing first is you have to understand two things. So there's a conscious mind, which is what you use to make your decision when you're about to make a decision. Okay, you're using your conscious mind, and you're like, you know what, SPY actually is going to dump. I have all these levels here. I have 560. I have this 560 level, psychological level. Right? I'm just going to draw them rough, guys. So, okay, I have this 560 psychological level. Um, if it breaks that or if it holds that, I'm going to buy. If it doesn't, I am going to, buy puts. All right. Okay. That's your conscious mind planning what it wants to do. That, okay, 560 hits, I'll buy starter calls. If it holds, I will add more. We could probably go back to the top. All right. That's one trade. Okay. Or 560 breaks, or it's a psychological level. Momentum, if it's holding, I'm going to enter into puts and I'm going to hold into this trade. Okay. That's your conscious mind thinking. So you have a perfect plan, right? You have your levels. You're like, okay, 560 breaks. I see this area. And guys, if you haven't seen the last 3 videos, um, make sure you do watch them before you even watch this video. Okay? You need to watch those videos before you watch this video. Okay? Those are very important. All right. So you're like, you know what? I know these level. I have, but you know the level. You know where the big buyers are based on the candle. You get into the trade. All right. You get into the trade. You come down here, or let's just say you got into the trade right here. You come down and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out, like, cause like, what if they come in right away? What if this happens, or what if that happens? Okay. All of that thinking is subconscious mind. As soon as you enter the trade, your subconscious mind kicks in. Okay. And I'm gonna explain to you why. And why does it kick in? So your subconscious mind is your memory mind. Okay. When you're born till you are, I believe, 7 years old. Yeah. Everything that you learn, everything that you see, your subconscious mind remembers it. And it learns that from habits. So everything that you have learned, it remembers that. So let's just say you were a kid and I given the example before too, that, your parents said that don't ride the bicycle on the road. The car is going to hit you. Just don't ride it at all. Not on the road, not on the street. It's going to hit you. Not that it might hit you, not that maybe it could hit you, or be careful. It's like, no, can't ride at all, or it's going to hit you. So what happens as soon as the bicycle goes on the road? You have that fear. Okay? You have the fear. You're like, oh my God, someone's going to hit me. My parents told me no. All right? So your subconscious mind remembers things based on emotions. Okay? So anything, if you think about it in your life, all the big things that have happened, there was an emotion attached to it. Okay. Let's just say you got married, you proposed, or, you met the love of your life, or, you will remember those important things in life because there is big emotion attached to it, right? So when you're trading, why there's so many emotions? Because when you're trading, you are risking money. Okay. And when you're risking money, there's always going to be attached emotion to it. Because making money is all emotions. You get up, you get up every day, you go to work, you put in hours of work, you come back home and you're like, okay, I'm tired, all that. I need my job, I need my money, I have bills to pay, I have this. Everything you say all day, every day is about money. You mention money probably a million times a day, right? And what happens? Your subconscious mind remembers that because you are attaching emotion to it. Okay? So every time you talk about money, every time you think about it, every time you think about your bills, you're like, oh, damn, my bill is coming up. I don't have that much, but it's coming up. I need to do this. I need to do that. You set an emotion to it and your subconscious mind remembers it. And every single time you take any other action that's related to money, your subconscious mind will trigger that memory. Okay? So you can understand that. So every time you will say, and you know this too, if you, let's say, don't have enough money and you're about to go to, let's just say you want to eat something, you're going to think about where you're going to eat, right? As soon as you're like, okay, I need to eat something, what's the first thing that pops up in your mind? Oh, damn, I don't have enough. I can't go I can't get steak, but I might be able to get chicken, right? Because you know that steak is more expensive and chicken is cheaper. Okay, hey, maybe I can't go to Chipotle, maybe I can go to McDonald's. Okay, I can get those two for whatever deal, 5 deal, whatever they say they have. I can get that. Okay, so why is that? Because it's you already attached emotion to the money. Okay, since you attach emotion to the money, anything you do going forward until that bill or whatever reason is that the emotion was attached to, until that is not completed or that's not taken care of, your subconscious mind is not going to let go of that memory. Okay? But what happens is, since there's so many things related to money that happens daily and that happens, you know, all the time, your subconscious mind keeps building up that memory. And because of that, there's a lot of emotions attached to it. Okay? So that's the subconscious mind. And if you think about it, there's so much going on in your subconscious mind because it needs to remember things, right? When you're making this decision based on all of this, yeah, you're remembering your strategy, right? But everyday market is different, right? Scenarios are different, setups are different, news is different, data might be different, levels might be different. Everything is new, okay? You remember some key levels, which you can just draw right away. Like it doesn't even take that long, it takes 10 seconds. And you know where the buyers are. You can look at it. You see it with your eyes, okay? The thing is, the crazy thing is, as humans, we see it with our eyes where it could go and why it could go because we have been in this range and we've been tight and they have been collecting premiums. They have been trapping us, okay? They've been trapping us, and the reason they have been trapping us because they know that news and data is coming out, and a lot of people are going to be gambling, because as humans we are gamblers. So they're going to purposely let price go above a psychological level like this 560. Let it go above, so a lot of people get in, and then they dump it on you. And what happens when they dump it on you? All your stops are getting hit, and then you get a big candle. So they're playing with your emotions, and you and if you were in that trade, your emotion got hit. Okay, subconscious mind remembered that. Okay, your subconscious mind did not forget. Next day, you had to take another trade, you got trapped again. Subconscious mind didn't remember it. Okay, today you came, you knew the levels, you knew where it could go, where it could gap fill, because this level hadn't been tested, right? Okay, this level hadn't been tested. This level hadn't been tested. If it went below this, you know all this. Okay, you know what needs to be tested, but when you got in the trade, guess what triggered? This triggered. And that's where you lose again. Because they have already triggered your psychological mind by trapping it. So one thing you have to understand is how you overcome this is, your first thing you have to understand is that the market is made to mess with your head. Market is made to mess with your psychological mind because they understand the power of the human mind. Okay? They understand that we humans react to levels like, psychological levels, whole numbers and stuff, and we react to certain key areas. And if they can trap us on those keys areas, they can collect more premium. If they know that there's going to be certain events, okay? And if you ever notice, these events are like perfectly placed at times that are convenient for people that have a lot of money, okay? All right, so like let's say you're multimillionaire. Okay, in futures, I can just go and spend millions of dollars, buy, go along or something like that. Okay, this event is happening at this time, before market opens, and some small key events happen after the market opens. Why is that? Because it's all set up. Because once you see at 8:30 data comes out and SPY is just going crazy, $3 up, what do you get? The term is FOMO, fear of missing out. Market opens, what do? You buy, right? First thing you do is you're like, oh my God, today's the day. I'm gonna, we're gonna make a lot of money. You buy because you're like, okay, data came out good. Let's just say this is data, okay? Let's just say market opened right here, okay? Actually, let's just find an example. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna take that back because that's gonna take too long. Because I know you guys have been through this, so you know what I'm talking about. People get into the trade, right? The market opens, they're like, okay, I'm about to make a lot of money, and boom, reverse on you. And then what happens? It reverses on you, you get out of your trade, and then they push it up. It has happened, right? Why? Because they know you're going to get into that trade. And they're going to take all the money from you, and then they're going to use that money to buy. Okay? Psychology again. All right. So how do we overcome this? First thing you got to do is two things. You need to set up an alarm in the morning. Okay? Uh, two things first you have to do. So first, you have to set up an alarm in the morning at, let's say, 9:15 or 9:20. This alarm includes words that have been said by yourself, okay? And these words are, let's just say, I'm going to follow the strategy. I'm going to stick to the levels. I know levels and price reacts to these levels. And, price, it hits 70 to 80% of the time. I have seen it happen multiple times. I see these levels get hit. I need to trade level to level. I need to stick to my discipline. I need to not let my subconscious mind get over me. I need to stick to the trade that I took and only watch the level. I need to take the risk at the level where it's rejecting. I need to take the starter position, okay, at the key level where the buyers or sellers are. You put all of that into your alarm. Okay, your alarm goes off, it reminds you. What happens to your subconscious mind? It listens to all of that. It remembers. You take a trade. Now it's like 11, 11:30, 12 o'clock. The alarm goes off again. You listen to it again. Okay? Because if your subconscious mind has been trained of all these negativity and all these fear since childhood, people telling you like, oh, you can't do this, you're going to lose money. Oh, you can't put money in the stock market. You are going to lose money. Oh, you can't start a business. You're going to lose money. Oh my God, you can't risk this. What if like you lose your whole whole trading account, right? You say all these things, right? So what happens? You have all that fear built in for life. So in order to overcome that fear, you need to put in positivity. Okay, and how do you do that? You need to train your mind into listening to something else. So 12 o'clock, another alarm goes out, says the same exact thing, and you repeat it. Okay, say it out loud. Don't just listen to it, say it out loud. The same thing. It might be annoying, you might don't want to do it, but you have to do it. Then, maybe 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, do it again. All right? You're listening to it 3 times a day while in the trade. That is you listening to your conscious mind and you listening to your voice when you are completely in your senses and you make that decision like, okay, do you know what? I want to make money, like after market closes, you're like, do you know what? I made mistakes today. Tomorrow I'm going to make money. You've done that talk to yourself, right? Tomorrow I'm going to make money. I got this. I'm going to respect the level. I'm going to trade level to level. You say all those things and you stick to your rules the whole night. You're super pumped for the next day. You come the next day and you make the same mistake. While you're pumped and you're saying all those things, record that video. So that way you can remind your subconscious mind will remember that from the memory when you were pumped and when you were thinking about, oh, I'm going to make money and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, right? So you need to record that and set it up as an alarm. All right. So now since you have done that, you start taking a trade, right? And we have mentioned the levels like a million times. And one second, I'm just trying to pull this up. All right, let's go over some levels today. Okay. Um, okay, so if you want to go to 56 to hold, 5562 needs to hold. Okay, this holds this holds that, QQQ, and you can look at all these levels and look at your chart. Okay, all these levels are given to you, and I said 480 support, 485 resistance. Okay, and I said 5562 needs to hold. Okay, so let's look at SPY. 562 needs to hold. Goes up. Yes, it was holding, right? It's holding, but then it was a trap again because they had set up trap. Can't win them all, but once you know that the level that is not holding for it to stay and keep going up, which has been told to you, then where is it going to go? It's going to go down. And what is it going to go down? 562 needs to hold. Can't hold 562, then 560, all this will come. And what level came, man? If you look, 560 came. Yeah, it was all this, but it came, okay? And the thing is, trading starts at like 9:30, and we have till 4 o'clock to trade, okay? You are trying to make money in 5 minutes, 10 minutes because you're impatient, okay? And the reason you're impatient is because your subconscious mind starts giving you anxiety, okay? It starts giving you anxiety, and the reason it gives you anxiety because of fear, okay? So the biggest thing as a human, if you can control your fear, you'll be successful, okay? And the way we do that is we know that the subconscious mind is thinking based on fear. It's not thinking based on logic. It's not thinking based on what it sees. It's thinking based on memory, and it's thinking based on emotion, okay? If you want to make a decision, a big decision in life, and if you're doing like big things, let's just say like you're driving. Let's forget about big things. Let's just say you're driving on the road. Are you driving based on emotions? Are you crossing the red light or green light based on emotions, or based on fear? Or are you slamming your brake every time you see a car? No. Why are you not slamming the brake? Because hey, the car could hit you. The car is on another lane. Why aren't you not slamming your brakes? Why are you not driving in a lane when there's no other cars? Why are you stopping at a red light? Why are you going on a green light? Why are you doing that? Because you're thinking with logic. But when it comes to trading, you have the logic, you have the understanding, you know what needs to get tested, you have the levels, you have everything, okay? You have the road, you have the lights, you have the stops, you have the go, but then your fear kicks in, and the fear tells you to slam the brakes when literally there is no reason to slam the brakes, so the light is green. And the light is green. Okay, you missed that trade. Forget it. It's gone. You are worrying about 50% loss here where you could have made 200% taking this. So does that really make sense? If you know it's rejecting and they're playing games, where is it going to go? What needs to get tested? If this is the resistance, this is the support, what needs to get tested? Okay, let's look at QQQ. I saw somebody did like 1,000% and 700%. Literally says here 40 support, 45 resistance. Holds 45s, we want this. Can't hold this, and eventually 480. What happened? 485 couldn't hold. If you look at the Qs today, I'm just going to draw this right here, whatever. If you look at the Qs today, 485 candle never closed above, and we just kept going down. Look at the momentum. The EMAs are respecting, and everything is being respected, and he went down to 480. Okay, we went up, we bounced, but look where the candle closed, and we came to 480. We knew where the buyers were based on these candles. We know the buyers are in this zone, and some people call this like a supply and demand zone, whatever they want to call it. We know the buyers are in this zone, and then we know there's some buyers here. Okay, this level haven't been tested. We know this level right here. But if you look, it's a weak level. So then you go down and you start looking at other levels. Okay, we have some level here. We have, this could be a level based on how we broke out of this range and then how we held that. Okay, so you just draw those levels and look, it's so crazy. Like I swear I wasn't even looking here, and I literally just drew that based on price action. Okay, so you know all this, and you still didn't take the trade because you had the fear that what if this happens? What if that happens? Okay, because you're saying it. Okay, so another thing about psychology and your mind. Think of it like this. Anything you say or you think, anything that comes out of your mouth, anything, your subconscious mind is going to remember it, and your subconscious mind, it's going to try to make it into reality. Why is it going to try to make it into reality? Because you're feeding it all this information. It's the computer of it's the computer part, it's the chip, it's where everything is stored. It's where all your memories go, it's where anything you can think of, anything you think, anything you say, everything is going there. Okay? So since everything is going there and you are talking to yourself, you are talking to your subconscious mind. Who else are you talking to? When you are thinking about where the trade is going to go, what could happen, where could my stop get hit, or what if this happens, what if that happens? You did not think of that when you got into the trade. When you got in the trade, you were like, you know what? This is rejecting. These are the levels that need to get tested. I'm getting into this trade, and this is what I want. I really want this level. I don't know if you guys see, I say it all the time in the Discord. I want this level. I say it out loud. I want it. Like, I want it. I'm like, I want to get 115. Like I was saying that for snow today. I want 115. Okay. And I was saying that I want to see 55, 75. I said in the voice. And I said, we are testing this, blah, blah, blah. But then we need to test 55, 75. And I said it this, like I want it. I want that level. Okay. I said it out loud. I want that level. That's it. I'm done. I'm not even going to question it. No question. I'm just going to wait until that level comes. There's hours left into trading. You cannot expect the level to come right away. There's going to be games. They're going to play with your mind. They're going to trap you. They're going to collect premiums. They're going to use all that premium to dump on you again. And they're going to, get people into this trade like, oh my God, recovery is happening. Okay, people get in this trade, create big candles, and then reverse right on you. All those stops, they got hit again. And then they pushed price back down. And then look, level to level. Okay? Because it's all because of your subconscious mind. All right? That's the biggest issue. The biggest issue is how you think after you're taking the trade because of all the emotions that are attached to it. Okay? Let's look at watch list. Like AAP, Zoom, and I given Snow as well. Okay, let's look at AAP and Zoom real quick. All right. AAP, I said that if 50 holds, watch 52, 52.50, 52.90, 53, 55. Okay? Wait, that's not, oh, there it is. 50 holds. There you go. 50 held, and we got all those levels except the last 55 level. But you have all these levels that came after. Okay? You didn't take the trade. Why? Oh, I've never traded this stock before. Okay, it doesn't matter if you've never traded a stock before. Go on the daily, go on the hourly. Okay, look at where the price is. It's way extended. It's way too down. We're all the way down here. We haven't tested this level on the daily for so long. And do you expect price to just break through here? No, you got to expect a little bit of bounce. You got to still expect all these orders to get hit. Okay, you can't expect a daily to just break through like that crazy, especially when it's that low. You can't do that because that's not logical, right? Okay, so some people took the trade, made 100, 150%, whatever they took, And some people didn't take the trade because they're like, oh, I'm not familiar with this. But even the levels, everything was given. Okay, let's look at Zoom. I said 60 support, 62 resistance. Okay, stays under 61. We want 60 test, and then we want lower. Hold 61, watch 62, 61.50, 62, then we go higher. Okay, opens at 61.60, holds 61 and second level, and then we go up. And look at this trade. Momentum followed perfectly. Okay. Same setup as AAP. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Like, oh, maybe like it's like this, or maybe like, you know, what if it goes sideways? I never traded Zoom. I never traded that. I've never done this. If you're trading price action and if you're following the momentum, you should be able to trade anything, literally anything. There should not be any excuse in your subconscious mind because subconscious mind is going to make excuses. Okay, that's what it's job to do because it's going to create fear, and it creates fear by creating, these blocks. Because if you are running a program on a computer and the computer says, oh, you can't run this program because you need this tool in order to run it, or you need this software, or you need to update this driver in order to run it, right? The computer is going to tell you that. The human mind is going to do the same thing. Oh, you cannot take this trade because if you lose, you won't be able to pay that bill. Or if you don't take this trade, if you take this trade and if it goes south, then you might lose a lot of money and you might not have enough money to take another trade. Oh, if you are going to take this trade, then something else is going to happen. Okay, just examples I'm trying to give you guys. That's what your subconscious mind is doing because of programmable mind. It cannot force you to download a driver. It can only tell you, and it tells you by messing with your head. You had the levels, you had the strategy, you had everything, but you never took the trade. So you had AAP today, you had Zoom today, you had Snow today. Okay, those three from the watch list, all the levels hit. Okay, you had QQQ, all the levels hit. You had SPY SPX. Okay, SPY, we had some issue over here. SPX, you know, SPY SPX, we had some issue, like 5-10 points to try to trap us. So those are the only two traps you would have fallen into today. But then you had QQQ, you had four other things that respected level to level. Okay, because this was set up as a trap. Because if you think about it, QQ's had a resistance 485. This one, the resistance was 562, but they trapped people. Okay, and that's what happened. Sorry, just Discord, a lot of people asking questions. So yeah, the psychology is the psychology is that how do I even say this? Just trying to think. 1 second, guys. So the issue is that the way you think, okay? It's all about the way you think after you've taken the trade because you're questioning yourself. The thing is, a computer is run on a program, right? And whenever you go into a computer, let's just say you're like a tech guy or whatever, all the softwares that are running on computers, they run on command. As soon as you clicked a right click right here, a command was sent to TradingView to open this, okay? This thing that you see now. Command goes away because I left click. Right click, command went and it opened up again. All right, your human mind, when you're questioning your conscious, subconscious mind, it can only reply back to you based on memory. Okay, everything that happened today, it cannot be installed on your brain until your brain has fully processed it. Okay? And your brain is not going to process it until the market is closed, until you get to sit down, and until you're doing something completely different. That's when your market is going to process. That's when you're going to process. Um, that's when you're going to process all the moves that happened today, and that's when you're going to make a realization, because that's when everybody makes realization. That's when everybody's like, oh damn, I didn't do this. Oh damn. Oh, it did that. It did that. Oh my god, I knew it. Why did I do this? You say all these crazy things because you start thinking with your conscious mind, and your conscious mind is like, you're stupid. You literally call yourself that, right? Because your conscious mind is smart. Your conscious mind knows that you are stupid. Like, you asked for something, I gave it to you. Okay, we talked about something, we had our plan, we did it all, we were all set to go, but then you let your subconscious mind take over, and the subconscious mind will always take over because that's the mind you ask questions, that's the mind you relate to, that's the mind that's filled with emotions, and when you're trading, what they're trying to do with you, trapping and everything, they're trying to trigger your emotion. Okay? So, anything you say out loud, anything you say, your subconscious mind is remembering that, and it's going to work on that. So you have to start thinking when you're in a trade, and your subconscious mind is telling you all those things, you cannot let the fear come to you. You have to fight the fear. When your subconscious mind asks you a question, like if you're asking about something, oh, what if like it rejects here? Oh, should I get out? You say that, your subconscious is going to say, yes, you should get out. And you start panicking, maybe your legs shake or your anxiety kicks in, and then you panic and you get out. Before you do that, before you tell yourself you want to get out, ask the subconscious mind 3 more questions. Should I get out? Why would I get out? Does it make sense logically to get out? What are the levels doing? What is the price doing? Um, you know, what is the goal of the trade? How is it looking? Let me look at my strategy. Let me look at the levels real quick. Let me see what it's doing. You got to ask. You got to rebuttal your subconscious mind. That's what you have to do. But you're not doing that. The first thing subconscious mind says, you take it and you get out of the trade and you've taken the loss. You right away take that 30%, 40% loss and you get out. And then it literally goes your way. You're like, wait, why did I sell? What? I'm so stupid. Why did I sell? You say that, right? I don't know. Everybody has said that because I've said that a billion times before. And it's because your subconscious mind triggered the memory, triggered an emotion, and when the subconscious mind triggers a memory, triggers an emotion, your body responds to it. Why? Because it's based off of memory, and your mind and your body is going to react to that emotion. Okay? If you see a loved one, what does your body do? You probably go to them, you hug them, probably give them a kiss or something like that, right? Okay? All right. So your subconscious mind, like I was saying, it's connected to all that, right? Sorry, I got a call in the middle. I had to pause the video. Um, so the issue is that the reason you are not taking a trade also at a level that is key is because you were expecting that level that, okay, if I take a trade here, what if it rejects or what if it bounces, okay? You're not taking a risk here. You're taking a risk here or here after the move had happened because you are like, oh, now it's going to go down. But then when it goes back up like this, you get out. That's also an issue. Why does that happen? So what is your subconscious mind thinking when you're getting in the trade? So you're like, okay, you know what? This is psychological level. I'm going to get into a trade here. Um, you know, I'm taking this trade and I feel like this is going to go down. I feel like everything is going to be good. And this is my plan. And I feel like, We're just going to go level to level, and it's going to be a great day. Okay? Let's just say that's your plan. Just made a random plan. Okay? Um, the subconscious mind, you get into the trade, and you better get into trade, and you're like, actually, I got into a call right now. I'm sticking to my plan. Actually, it's holding the level. It's going to go up. I see what levels to get tested. For the 564 level is a level from a long time. If that holds, then maybe we can go to 565 today. I'm just drawing random levels. We can go to 565 today. Like that will be a psychological level. Sounds so good. Level to level. Okay. That's your plan. But you completely forgot about the other plan. Okay. And what was that? Your other plan should have been, all right, so if the 560 level does not hold, I already know the levels, Chai posted the levels that if 560 doesn't hold, this not, we have 560 that we need to go down to. Okay? Posted it, right? You did not think about that. Let's just say some of you didn't think about it. Okay? And you got into the trade, and as soon as it went down, you panicked and you got out, but you never took the next trade because you're like, oh my God, I already took a loss. What if this also becomes a loss? Why are you even thinking that? Like, why are you even questioning these questions? It's the thing is the questions that you ask your subconscious mind once you get into the trades, those are the wrong questions you're asking. You cannot be asking your subconscious mind, oh, what if? Once you ask what if, it's a question. And you are asking that question to subconscious mind, and it's gonna be like, oh, if since it's a what if, I need to respond with trade with caution. Because that's what our mind is programmed, right? Because our mind and our life is programmed not to take risk, which is going back to what I was saying. Your parents told you not to ride on the bicycle on the streets because you're going to get hit. Okay, you are going to get hit. And since you're going to get hit, that's a risk. And in life, as humans, we are programmed not to take risks. Okay, like only here and there we can take risks because you took a risk here, and now since you asked your conscious mind, what if, it's responding with no, trade with caution, because it has all those years of memories and all those triggers built in, and you're asking the wrong questions. You should have been asking something like this instead. You should be like, okay, you should not even ask your question. This is what you should say. All right, I got into the trade. This is a loss. Okay, I need to now get into the puts because I see this level is not respecting, and this is the level that needs to get tested. So I'm going to take a starter put right here, and this is what I'm going to do. If you noticed, all the words that I said were I. I am going to take an action. And who takes this action? The I is your conscious mind. Okay? You're telling your conscious mind, your active mind, to take the action. You're not asking subconscious mind to take the action. Because if you ask the subconscious mind, it's going to respond with memory triggers. You can't do that. You cannot do that. Because if you do that, you're going to not get into the trade or you're going to chase. Okay? And you're going to miss out on a whole trade. You're not going to take a trade at the key levels like 485 because you're too scared that your subconscious mind is like, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? The whole trading is what if. Okay, the what if you had already made, you did that. You use your subconscious mind pre-market to draw all those levels. Okay, you did that subconscious mind to draw all these levels pre-market. Why can't I do that? That's what you did. Your subconscious mind, based on your memory, based on your knowledge, right? That's what you did, right? And that's your subconscious mind, completely good. You're drawing all these levels, okay? Based on your subconscious mind, you're drawing all these levels, okay? Your subconscious mind did the job. Now it's the I mind, it's the conscious mind, it's the active mind. And when you are doing something active, okay, especially like training, you have to take actions, and you take actions by saying those things like, I need to do this, I need to take this trade based on all my homework, and I need to take this. No what ifs. You cannot do what if, you cannot question. And once you take the action, you cannot say like, oh, what if it doesn't hold? The candle is not holding. Did you forget that it's only 9:50 and there is like, you know, 6 hours left till market closes? Did you forget that? So you expect in the next 10 minutes for this whole move to happen to like whatever level we have, 480, you expect it to happen in like next 10 minutes. Okay, it took an hour for it, not even an hour. How long it took? Look at 2 hours for it to finally touch that level. 2 hours. But you don't even have patience of 5 minutes because your subconscious mind, it acts on triggers and triggers are instant. And that's your issue. So this is part one of the psychology. Okay. And if you like this video, okay, everybody should like and post comments below and let me know what questions you have and I'm going to answer in this video. I'll make another video based on the respond and everything I get. So make sure you guys like it, subscribe if you haven't, and then comment below so I can respond to you guys. And yeah, see you guys next time.